Hey, Christine.
Hello.
Yeah,
Nice to see you.
I think we just went live.
Okay.
Here, do you mind maybe let me do like a little bit of an intro, and then we'll call in about in like 15 minutes. Can you call in again in about 15 minutes?
You want us to get off air?
Yeah.
Okay, and you'll let us know?
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll chat with you again in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Cool. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, so we'll chat with you again in about 15 minutes. All right, everybody. I am still. We should be live. I'm still figuring out all the chatting and all of that stuff. This is my very first time doing this, so I apologize ahead of time. Still figuring out all the chatting and all of that stuff. I'm getting like feedback also. Can we chat yet? Why does it say chat is disabled for this live stream? Can we chat yet? Why does it say chat is disabled for this live stream? Hold on a second. Please hold, everybody. Why does it say chat is disabled for this live stream? Hold on a second. Please hold, everybody. Why does it say chat is disabled for this live stream? Hold on a second. Please hold, everybody. If you guys are just joining us, my name is Arvin Bautista. I am the director of Lila Cheney, and this is my very first time doing something like this. So please bear with me. We're still trying to figure out. I'm trying to turn on chat and all of that stuff, and I feel like I'm not finding it. It says enable live chat. Why can't I do it? This feature is disabled. I don't want to not disable. Hold on. If you guys are around, what if can you can people maybe leave a comment on one of the videos, and I should be able to be alerted to that immediately. Just so obviously, the whole point of this is to be able to hear you guys. So obviously, the whole point of this is to be able to hear you guys. Enable live chat. Why am I not getting any live chatting here? So obviously, the whole point of this is to be able to hear you guys. Give me a second, please. I will also take questions on Twitter. I am at Arvin Bautista on Twitter, at ARVINBAUTISTA. If you get me on that, then I can also hear you, and I will try to respond accordingly. While I am figuring out why chat isn't working here. In the meantime, while I'm going and figuring this stuff out, the way that the contest will work is if you ask a question, which somehow, for some reason right now, you're not able to, if you turn on, if you ask a question and we ask it on air, we will send you a copy of the song, like not even any chance. But you also have to subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. That way I can be able to see who you are and all of that stuff. Of course, this would still be a lot easier if I can actually have you guys, if I can actually hear what you guys are saying. So what is happening here? Again, for those that are joining us, they're just joining us, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties here since we're just kind of setting everything up. I feel like chat is not available on the system, which is kind of annoying. You should be able to chat, but I can't seem to turn it on. I'm trying to use Google Hangouts so that we can have some of our cast members drop in, and I don't know if that's what's causing the problem. Chat is disabled for this live stream. Why is that? How to live chat on YouTube. This is, I'm super embarrassed by this guy. Sorry about that. Hang in there. And again, you can always tweet me at arvinbautista.com, and you should be able to get at me then. Let me know that you're out there. And that way I can actually just start answering questions. And you can also go ahead and comment on the videos. I should be notified by those also. And I'm still figuring this stuff out. I am so sorry about that. See, I can see that there are a bunch of you here, which is great. It says there are 6 viewers. That's awesome. But why can't people chat? Unless you are, and somehow I'm not able to see it. Here we go. Let's try this. Let's see here. Sorry about this again. Still checking this out. I promise, all right, hold me to it. In 5 minutes, this is going to work. In the meantime, again, you can tweet at me your questions, at ARVINBAUTISTA, and I will answer them. And if you subscribe to the channel and ask a question and we answer it on air, you will get a copy of your choice of, well, we can send you both. We can send you I Will Steal Your Heart and Side of the Sound, unless you only want one. But hey, it's free. Take both. Just, yeah, enjoy that. But I am still working out what's going on as far as the chat is concerned. Hold, please. Nope, we're getting another guest coming in. Taiwo Hurd, our music producer, I think, is trying to come in. Of course, our system is still kind of stuttery here. Hi, can you hear me?
Oh.
Hold on a second. Still trying to figure this out. Again, you can tweet me at Arvin Bautista on Twitter and ask your questions there. In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out how to turn on live chatting on YouTube, and I don't know why it's not working. And I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry for the delay. Let's try Chrome, shall we? Hold on a second. Ooh, did we get a new comment? Doug Ramsey says, trying to come up with a question right now, but I have to let you know your casting/wardrobe for Stevie was spot on. Thank you. I will, Christine, who plays Stevie, is on the line, and if we could only turn on chat, we would actually be able to continue this. Hold on a second. We're really, really close. Live streaming. Hold on, everybody. Is that Ty? Ty, can you hear me? Ty, you there? I feel like I can kind of see him, but I can't see him. Ty, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, do we have chat going yet? Test. Go live. Yeah, go live.
Yeah. See if I'm in the chat. Did you guys get that chat room sticker I just sent?
Oh, I got kicked out for some reason. I'm trying to figure out if it, like, are we actually?
It says off air on my end.
It says that we're live.
Okay.
And I'm trying to like view what the page what the actual stream
Trying to
page.
see the chat room on my iPad. I think I see it. Somebody posted BRB.
Where is that? I can't see that.
Is Christine in this hangout?
Yeah.
Hi, Christine. I'm Ty. And, yeah. Let's see if I can see I am in. I can see Christine joined this hangout. And then I posted a bunch of stickers.
I can't see any of that. What is happening? I am so sorry.
It's okay. Do you have any chat room at all?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm trying to view it through YouTube. Ugh, I feel so bad. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, I'm apologizing to the 6 viewers that we have right now.
Oh, yeah. We're working out the kinks. Let me level this.
Hold on. It still says chat is disabled. Okay, I can see, yeah, I can see everybody. But I can't turn on chat. What the hell is happening?
Okay. Did anybody see that?
See what? What happened?
I typed hello.
A what?
I typed in hello
Where? No, I can't see that.
into the chat. What is going on?
You see that? I typed in hello.
Nope, I don't see it.
Everybody, again, if you can submit your question, I'm so sorry about this. If you can submit your questions through Twitter at Arvin Bautista, we will. I'll be able to see those, and then I will answer them on air. Hey, Christine, hold on a second. I'm trying to unmute you. There, can we hear? Can you say hi, Christine? Ty, can you hear her?
No.
Okay, hold on a second.
Something just happened.
Dennis Martin's joining the chat, so we can see Christine, but we can't hear her. Dennis, can we hear you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Why is Christine muted? Christine, do you mind logging off and then logging back on? Okay, thank you. We're having Dennis Martin just joined us, guys. There we go.
Hello, Dennis.
What's up, man?
I'm Ty.
Is
We met.
everyone?
I can't see anything.
Yeah, you were the alien. I remember you played the
That
guitar.
was the alien.
Okay, so here's Where'd he go? All right, so guys, that's Dennis Martin. He played Cannonball.
Oh, nice.
Can you see that now, Ty?
Great job.
Thanks.
We're having some technical difficulties in that I can't seem to see the chat, even though there are people here. Haven't. Here, in the meantime, Dennis, can you tell us the story of how you ended up becoming involved in this project?
I guess I submitted to you guys, and you asked me to come in, and I came in and ended up talking to you guys. I remember it was a weird one because you told me to just come in gym attire, basically, which is not normally what somebody tells me to show up to an audition in. And I just talked to you guys, and you guys were really cool. And I remember laughing because you were naming characters, and then somebody finally saw my face and said, "Oh yeah, if you don't read the comic books and don't know any of the people we're talking about, that's okay." And then I was like, oh, "Okay, thank you," because I have no idea. I'm much more well versed now, though, since becoming involved in it.
Yeah. Well, at the time that we hold on a second. I'm trying to get the hang of this, like switching cameras around here. At the time that we did this originally, Dennis was not, or Cannonball wasn't really written to be as major of a character as he ended up being. That being said, in the original version, I mean, in the comic book, he was a major character. He's Lila Cheney's love interest. But in the original script, that stuff hadn't been completely fleshed out yet because we still weren't sure how much of the superpowers we were going to be able to do and how much of the action scenes we were going to be able to do. But once I cast everybody, everybody just looked so good that I felt like it would be silly to not do more stuff with the New Mutants, especially with Cannonball. Yeah, when we originally had you come in, we just needed to get the look, which is that you kind of needed to look like a high school kid who was coming out of dance class and going to a rock club. So that's why we had you come in like workout clothes and stuff. All right, I am still not. For those who are just joining us, I am having trouble seeing the live chat, and I don't know if you guys are able to see the live chat either. But I can't see it for some reason, and I don't know why. I am asking people to submit questions via YouTube. Oh, there we go. Somebody asked a question on Twitter. You can ask me on Twitter at Arvin Bautista. Lego Mike Prego asks, given that the next X flick is based in the 80s and is very different from the comics of that era, how do I feel regarding the changes? Very good question. I am just excited that there was a movie set in the 80s. We had made the Dazzler video, I think, right before it was announced that X-Men Apocalypse was going to be set in the 80s. So we had done it after Days of Future Past, but before X-Men Apocalypse. I have my own very specific ideas of how I would have done an 80s themed X-Men. I would have set it, instead of them fighting Apocalypse, I would have wanted to do one set in Africa where they meet Storm for the first time and they go and fight the Shadow King. And then at the end of that, they would go and discover Apocalypse in Egypt. But that's just me. I am still super psyched that there is a colorful X-Men movie out there that's set in the 80s, and I can't wait to see it. But yeah, I mean, there's room for lots of interpretation, and it's always hard when you're making these movies, I understand, you know, to try to get everybody to be happy with what you end up doing. Thank you for the question, and if you subscribe to the channel and let us know who you are in the channel, we will make sure to send a copy of the song your way if you are interested in that. In the meantime, let me see if I can introduce Christine. Are you guys seeing Christine now?
No.
Hold on.
Hey guys.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah, I see you all.
I
can-
Christine.
All right, there you are. Okay, cool. So, guys, this is Christine Atieno. Is that the correct pronunciation of that? Okay. Can you? I'm having trouble hearing you again, though.
Yes.
Okay, cool. There you are. Well, we've gotten a lot of really good feedback about your performance as Stevie Hunter, which is awesome.
Thank you.
People were really excited as soon as they saw the sign that said Stevie Hunter's dance school at the top, and then people really, really loved your look.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
So what was it like for you when I approached you about this project? You didn't really have an idea of what we were doing, I feel like, same as Dennis.
Right. It was like an out-of-body experience because I didn't have a lot of knowledge about the whole plot of X-Men. But as soon as I found out about being cast on the project, it really opened up my interests, and I went out and learned about all the relationships that Stevie Hunter had with Kitty and Storm and the 80s features, and it was really interesting. So it's really grown into me, and it was just so much fun.
People who saw the video, I read a lot of comments that said that as soon as they saw Stevie Hunter reference in it, they knew that it was going to be a good video, because anybody who knows Stevie Hunter knows that they're a true X fan. So
Yeah.
I was really, really glad to get to have you on it, and you looked so great in the part, and I'm so glad that you were a part of it.
Yeah.
I know it was a very small part, but know that so many of the fans out there were so excited to see you in it.
I think it's an understatement to call it a small part. It was a huge part. I mean, we had this
Good.
dance studio, guys. What else can we ask for?
Good, awesome. That's great to know. Yeah, and people liked the shout out to Kitty Pryde also. That was people really liked tying that in. There was a question that somebody had asked why we didn't have Kitty Pryde on actually in the video. Let me switch to myself. The reason that we didn't have Kitty Pryde on the video was I really wanted this to be a New Mutants and Lila Cheney video. And as while Kitty is a huge part of the New Mutants stories at the time, which was in the 80s, I feel like if I had her, she would have just really kind of taken over the video since she's such an important part. And she also already existed in the X-Men movies, and with the exception of Sunspot, who was played by Anthony F. Tomeo in our video, with the exception of him, none of the other characters had ever appeared in the movies, and I like it better that way so that we wouldn't draw too many comparisons between the movies and us. So I think that turns out better to not have Kitty on there. That's why I love Kitty Pryde, and I'd love to do more with her in the future. But in this case, I think she's doing fine on her own as far as being portrayed in the movies. Let's see. Ty, tell us about making the song and what kind of plans we might have with the song.
Oh, well, making this song, it was pretty straightforward. Once you said it was set in the 80s, that's all I really needed. And your lyrics were great. You made a lot of great references. The Dyson Sphere, which I never believed you were going to be able to pull off.
So let me address that real quick. I apologize if you don't actually see a Dyson Sphere in the video, but at least we referenced it, and I really, really wanted to show one, but we just didn't have the time for it, or else I would have had to ask Ty to make an even longer guitar solo, which I guess would have been okay.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, that is that was a fun
I was just excited to be able to sing those words, actually. So, or write a song with those words in it.
Yeah.
But, see, there were live drums, which separated it. I don't know if everybody knows this, but I did the music for the Dazzler video as well. And that was all kind of 80s disco. So a lot of synth drums, kind of sparkly synth keyboards, but this was definitely more rock. It's great to work with live drums.
Yeah, and what was the name of the guy who had done the drums?
What's that?
What was the name of the guy who had done the drums in the studio recording?
Tyler Holstein. Hopefully he's watching, but probably not, because he's kind of in law school right now. So.
All right. Well, he did a great job.
He did a great job.
I still don't know why chat isn't really working. It feels like, but you guys that are out there, if you're there, hit us up on Twitter. I am at Arvin Bautista, at ARVIN BAUTISTA, or leave a comment on one of the other videos, and I should be able to get a notification of that as soon as that happens. Dennis, have you been checking out the other comments so far online?
Oh yeah, I'm a fiend with that stuff. I think they're hilarious. So it's
it's I did tell you guys at some point that like there might be some there are just, with all of the good stuff, there's always like the tiny amount of haters out there, but none of that really matters.
I've seen some.
Yeah, I mean it just happened, but I think it's been really cool so far. I mean, like I saw one that people said that they had a crush on Cannonball after seeing you, so that was pretty cool, I thought.
I saw one today. It said I was a lovable dope, which I thought was hilarious.
That's what you were going for, right, Arvin?
What was that? What was that time?
I said that's what you were going for, right?
I mean, I wasn't going. It's not that I was going for that. It's that was.
That's who Cannonball is.
That's who Cannonball is, and that was what made him special to Lila, kind of. I mean, they wanted to, show. We wanted to show her as kind of like a bad girl, where she toys and flirts with dudes and then maybe drops them, but they actually form a real, they form an actual real connection after the fact. So I thought he did a really, really good job of portraying that. And you guys, again, you had very short screen times all told, and you had to portray very important characters to a lot of people, and I think you did a really, really good job. Lego Mike Crago, thank you, Lego, for commenting on Twitter. I see the stuff that you're saying.
Great name.
I'm glad that somebody can hear us. It's not just the four of us talking. Lego Mike Crago says that the line delivery of "Tell Kitty to do her stretches" made his day. It was so spot on in the smallest bite possible. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was walking around my house today saying that line.
That's funny. So yeah, with somebody had asked about the status of the song. We are probably going to release it. We're just kind of figuring out the best way to release it right now without, potentially causing some legal headaches down the line. But
we don't want to piss Disney off.
It's not Disney, or it's Fox owns it again.
No,
they're really complicated.
It's Fox.
Fox owns the X-Men.
Oh, well, that's fine.
But Marvel owns the characters, and Disney owns Marvel. So we don't want to fight with any of those people.
Yeah, any or all of them.
Yeah, any or all of them. We love them all. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that we're just really, really huge fans, and we're doing this all as a tribute to them. There was another, but anyway, so stay tuned for the song. If you are being a part of this chat right now, if we can somehow get in touch with you, if you can leave us comments on Twitter. That seems to be the best way that this is working right now, at Arvin Bautista on Twitter. If you leave comments on that, or you can also leave comments on the the other YouTube videos, you should be able. If we see you guys, we'll send you guys. You know, copies of the song.
Yeah.
There was another question, and now I'm going to look that up. Hold on a second. Okay. I don't think this is the. Here, let me. I'm going to try to answer these in order of the people that asked those questions. Hold on a second. How many of the actors were familiar with the comics before they were cast? So, Dennis, were you familiar? You were not familiar with Cannonball as a character, or were you?
None of the New Mutants. I didn't know who any of them were.
But you are aware of the X-Men?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, and Christine also. I'm assuming you did. There are many. I would say most X-Men fans are not even familiar with Stevie Hunter, so we're gonna assume that you didn't know Stevie Hunter.
No, but it was to meet her and become her.
Yes, definitely, and I think you did, and that's why I cast you, because I thought you had the look immediately as soon as I saw you. So that was a no-brainer. Were you? I can't remember. Were you aware of the X-Men movies and/or comics before you took on the project?
Oh yeah, I was aware of the X-Men comics movies, but not in-depth knowledge of the characters.
Definitely not. Ty, you're not. Yeah, you're a cast member. You're not. You didn't play a. Well, oh, so Ty also played the alien guard in Lila Cheney. If you guys didn't know that, he did a fantastic job filling in. At some point, we were gonna have Dennis do it. Back when I hadn't written for Cannonball to be in that scene, because he was
It was a last-minute switch
to actually fit that. I'm glad that Dennis, you're okay with having just stayed playing Cannonball, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think it turned out better.
I'm sorry, Dennis. I didn't mean to take your part.
It's all right. Next 2 today is good for me.
Yeah. But Ty, how much did you know about X-Men at the time?
It was a long time ago, but I had a few of those comics. Actually, I've got my old comic collection. I got it the last time I was in DC.
Whoa, what is that? That's an X-Force.
No, this is X-Force, but it's got a lot of the same guys in it. It's got
Wait, put it up to the screen. Let me see what you got.
Looking through my comic collection, and this was just right on top.
Put it up.
There's Cannonball, Sunspot. There's Warlock.
Put it up to the screen.
Was he?
Can you put it up to the screen?
Oh yeah, I've been a fan for a long time. And Dazzler too. I was a pretty big Dazzler fan. Her being a musician and all.
You were actually a Dazzler fan?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Don't rub it in.
Okay, let me try to get through the other questions on here. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for bearing with us on with our technical difficulties. This is the very first time that I've ever done one of these things. And don't go ahead and keep asking questions. On Twitter, I am at Arvin Bautista, and I can see those whenever you send them in. And also, you can leave a comment on the other videos. So Doug Locked also asked, do you have plans for another X video? Would you consider doing one that isn't also a music video? Well, when I made the Dazzler video originally, I wasn't planning on doing a sequel, mainly because these things take a long time and they cost money, and we're not really doing any crowdfunding with this stuff. But the fan response to Dazzler was so good that I felt like I wanted to do another one. I wanted to do one that was different from the Dazzler video because I thought we did a really, really good job with that, and I didn't want to just do a repeat, and that's why we ended up doing Lila Cheney and the New Mutants, which is simultaneously much more obscure and much more popular also with the New Mutants characters. Do I want to do more? Sure. Can I afford to do more? Probably not right now. But these guys, Ty and Dennis and Christine and everyone, Sage and Gentry and Dylan, who played Longshot in the first video, they were just so awesome in the whole thing that I would work with all of them again in a second. But you know, I want to come up with a good you know, a good answer or a good new concept for that. And as far as not doing a music video, I really like the music video formats. I think they let us explore stuff kind of more creatively, and it gives the video an energy that I think a lot of fan films don't have. Or I'm not going to say that's an unfair statement. I think it just gives our videos more better pacing, and they're more fun. And you know, we're not just trying to compete with the Marvel movies and the X-Men movies out there. You know, we'll never be able to compete with those guys if we wanted to do like really cool action scenes where people are punching each other through walls and all of that stuff. So if we ever do a video again, it'll probably be, you know, kind of light on the action. Although the Lila Cheney video has much more action than the Dazzler video ever had. So it'll probably have more action, whatever the next video that we make is. But that was never really our priority. So we'll stay tuned right now, and we'll see where this video you know, keeps going. There were other questions, and I am trying to look them up right now. In the meantime, again, if you're just joining us, don't forget to join the conversation on Twitter. I am at Arvin Bautista. I will be able to see the questions, and if we answer your question on the air and you subscribe to our channel, we will send you a copy of the song. Here, let me, in the meantime, while I go and look for the other questions, Ty, what is your Twitter, or how can people get in contact with you? What is your Twitter handle and all of that stuff?
It's actually at Ty Heard, so at TAIHEARD.
Okay, there you go. And Ty is also obviously a wonderful musician in his own right. You've got a new EP you're working on coming out soon, hopefully?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, when
I kind of stopped work on this video, but I'm back at it. It's going to be great.
All right, I will. Now that he's off the hook, he can actually go and focus on his own stuff. And we look forward to seeing that. Dennis, if people wanted to find you online, how can people do that?
My Twitter is at Marty McFly.
Nice.
1323.
Wait, say it again. Say it again clearly. What is it again?
At Marty McFly 1323.
What is 1323?
It's Will Chamberlain and Michael Jordan.
Wow. All right. Very cool. Okay, Christine, are you on social media?
Yes, I'm catching up.
Okay. And then how can our Stevie Hunter fans find you?
So it's at Christine, CHRISTIN _ Atieno, ATIENO. And I just put on the chat, so.
Oh, look at that! How did you do that? I don't know if people can see that. I feel bad. Seriously, I have no idea what the people out there are actually being able to see. Oh. But if they can see that, Christine Atieno on Twitter. Very cool. All right, hold on. We have. It looked like we had more questions. I'm going to go and load those up. Hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. Okay, Atomic Blue Productions asked, I am really interested to see how you went about casting this because it's really spot on. It was casting is extremely important in these, and it's probably the most important with regards to these videos, because obviously you guys had, the fans had very, very specific questions, or very, very specific impressions of how all of these characters should look. They've been around for decades at this point, so I really had my work cut out for me. With regards to casting Gentry and Sage to play Alison and Lila, Ty is really the one that that put all of that together, because he found Gentry. How did you find Gentry, or how did you know Gentry?
I just met her. I just met her one day at a store. We started talking. She's one of the most friendly people you'll ever want to meet. So.
How long ago was that? From when we made the video?
5 years, maybe.
Oh, really? It was
that
that
first
long?
Met her.
So had you been hanging out with her? Like, had you been keeping in touch with her and hanging out with her during all this time?
We ran into each other. I went to a few of her shows. She's a performance artist and a professional clown.
That's right. Yeah. So that's why I was really happy to be able to put in that burger clown scene in the Dazzler video. When I found out that she was a clown, I was really excited to be able to put that. And then Sage, who plays Lila, and by the way, everybody, Sage and Gentry are very, very sad that they couldn't join us here. They are both so psyched about all of the response so far. But Sage is working as she should be, and Gentry, I think, had some sort of illness or something. So everybody, send their warm regards to her. Ty was able to find Sage also because a friend of his named Billy Hansen, who played the drummer in the Dazzler video, correct, Ty?
That is correct.
Okay. He had made a web series, I think it was, and Sage had auditioned for it. She did not get the part at the time, but when Ty asked Billy for any leads on somebody who could play Lila Cheney, he recommended her, correct?
Yeah, right away, and it was a perfect fit too. I told him we were going for sort of a Joan Jett rocker look, and I guess that's what he was going for.
That's great. Yeah, and
incidentally, I saw the video that Sage was trying out for. She would have had to be a very quiet folk singer. So
yeah, she wasn't really right for that role. But she was absolutely right for our role, which I'm just so happy about. Just really quick, Lego Mike Crego is asked also, is this a Spider-Gwen hoodie? It is indeed a Spider-Gwen hoodie. Not only am I wearing a Spider-Gwen hoodie, which is awesome. Not only am I wearing a Spider-Gwen hoodie, I am also wearing the Lila Cheney tour T-shirt. That is available and was graciously donated to us by Rachel and Miles, Blame the X-Men, which is a fantastic podcast. Everybody should look them up at rachelandmiles.com. They have been the greatest supporters of this video so far. I discovered them after I made the Dazzler video, when they mentioned the Dazzler video on their podcast, and then I reached out to them and said, hey, do you guys want to be a part of my Lila Cheney video? And they said, sure. We can't come to, I asked them to cameo on the video, but they're in Portland, I believe, and they weren't able to make it, but they sent these lovely T-shirts. They also made that Magneto Made Some Valid Points T-shirt that you can see one of the audience members wearing in the video. So everybody go and check out their podcast and buy the T-shirts, because they're super, super awesome T-shirts. Again, that's Lila Cheney right there. It even says With Cats Lapping, which is like her opening band in the comics. Very, very, if there's anybody out there who is the biggest Lila Cheney fans, it is Rachel and Miles. They are bigger fans than I am. I don't think they're bigger Dazzler fans than I am, but they're definitely bigger Lila Cheney fans. So I dedicate this video to them, really. Yeah, so casting the other characters, it was really tough because they had to look the part. Certain ones had to be, I mean, let's be honest, they had to be of very specific races. The New Mutants especially are a very multicultural team, and it was very important that we tried to be as close to that as possible, given the resources that we had, and they also had to be the correct heights. So Dennis, it was very important to cast somebody that Cannonball is the tallest of all of them, so we needed to make sure that whoever we cast as Cannonball was very tall and also very skinny, which Dennis is both. You filled out the superhero look pretty well, I thought, actually, and especially for Cannonball. But yeah, casting these things are very hard, and I've just been so lucky with all of the actors that helped out on this. As you can see, a lot of them were not really familiar with the comics, but you know, they just trusted me when I told them about the project. They were all extremely professional, and they would have, you know, they did what I asked them to do, including if it was acting in front of a green screen and you had no idea what I was. Do you remember that at all? And can you tell us about what that was like when I was, you know, what I was telling you to do?
So, like, that was the first time in front of a green screen I was doing that much stuff, but I just remember asking you to play the music or something after the third take because it was just complete silence, and it was Sage and myself pretending to fly and stuff, and it was actually kind of hilarious when it was just silent and us pretending to do that stuff.
and you had Ty pretending to shoot at you, and
then we had, what's his name, was standing up on the stage with the fan to get the wind look going.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, you said that you had never acted in front of a green screen before that? Or you
I had never done like that much like motion. Like when I was doing it, I was so curious as to how the finished product would look, and I mean, was super impressed when I first saw the video. I was like, oh my god, that's what that turned into. If people saw what it looked like physically when we did it, it's a little bit different.
I think the next video that I put up will be kind of like a breakdown of the effects that we did, because I think people would. Hopefully, there is something kind of embarrassing about it, but I think that's the point of the charm of it, is, you know, what we turned it into.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, thank you so much for just kind of trusting me when I said, all right, now look this way and pretend that there's a floating alien egg, and, you know, all of that stuff.
It was really cool.
Good, I'm glad. It was the same thing with Sage when we recorded the song with Sage, the final version of the vocals. We sent her. I showed Ty and Sage a rough copy of the video, and she like yelped. She like grabbed my arm. Do you remember that, Ty?
Yeah.
Yeah. She like grabbed my arm because she could not believe that that's what ended up happening. Because again, I was asking you guys to just like kind of trust me on what the hell you guys were actually like acting for and stuff, and I was it made me feel really good when I heard her reaction when she saw the video, when she saw that part especially, and it wasn't even complete yet at the time. When she saw the video, I hadn't done the part where you guys are blasting off yet, so it really is just the footage of you guys standing there wiggling around, you know? Telling you, yeah, shake her and put the fan next to your face and all of that stuff. But yes, I will put that online very soon, so you guys can see the breakdown of the effects. Lego My Crego asked another question. This may be a dumb question, but did Sage actually sing, or did she just act? If so, who did the singing? Same for Dazzler. Ty, you want to answer that?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm on Twitter right now.
Okay.
But there's no such thing as a dumb question.
Uh-huh.
But they both sang for their own videos. And yeah, they both did a great job. And Sage has been singing for a long time. So I'm sure I wish she were here because I'm sure she's got some videos online if you look up Sage Montclair, but she's great. So I was really excited to work with her. But they both sang their parts and they both did a great job.
Yeah, Sage Montclair, you can look her up on YouTube. She has some of her samples up on there. I think Gentry might have some also on there, but not as many. Yeah, I mean, when we were first casting Dazzler, there was the talk very, very briefly of maybe casting someone separately for the vocals and for the acting, but we're in LA, man. There's somebody out there. It would have just taken a while, you know. And it just wouldn't have been. It just kind of wouldn't have been fair if we did that. You know, have somebody out there to do the vocals, and we never see their face while somebody else is playing the character. So again, that's why we are so super lucky that that there are people out there that actually. You know, that fit everything that we needed to do with the character. When we put the wig on Sage, finally, I freaked out, man, because she just looked immediately like Joan Jett, who is obviously the inspiration, the visual inspiration, or at least one of the main visual inspirations for the original character of Lila Cheney. And luckily, such a wig exists online for a Halloween costume, and it actually looked good and not fake, and it turned out really, really well. Let's see. Anybody else out there have any questions? I feel like there might be some other ones that were asked, but that I haven't addressed yet. Again, I am on Twitter at Arvin Bautista, so you can ask questions there. Let's see. Oh, I feel like there was another one. Give me a second. You guys planning on seeing Deadpool this weekend? Have you seen anybody seen Deadpool?
Yeah, I might actually. I don't know if I'll be able to see it tonight. If it's crazy, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. Or Valentine's Day. My girlfriend really wants to see it too.
I know. That's what I was thinking of doing also, but I don't know if my wife finds that as romantic as I would.
I was going to go.
Deadpool's so romantic. He's red.
You're going to go see it
to work, man.
tonight?
No, I'll go on Sunday, so I can't get called in to work.
But yeah, if you guys, I don't know if you guys are aware, but the movie Deadpool coming out right now looks like it's going to be a huge hit, which is crazy because it's such a weird character. But he actually debuted in New Mutants, in the New Mutants comics in, they said it was exactly 25 years ago. So when was that? 1991. So that was part of the reason why I wanted to get this video out. And I don't think this is a spoiler, but I think they've talked about wanting to do New Mutants and meet up with these characters in the sequels. Ty, that you know, like in the Deadpool becomes an enemy of X-Force, which Ty was showing a copy of his issue on. So I think that's what they want to be able to do. So there may be, you know, we might be able to see these characters sometime soon. Let's see if there are any other questions. Again, I am on at Arvin Bautista. If you guys have any other questions, I am on Twitter at Arvin Bautista. I have no idea why the chat isn't working, but that is the easiest way to ask. And you can always leave a question on the videos. And if you do, we will send you a copy of the song. Don't forget to get in touch with me to go and claim your song. I will send it to you directly. let's see what else. There's like another question here, and I can't find where it was. Most recent. Sam McKeon. Okay, here we go. Sam McKeon. I don't know if that's the correct question for that. Correct pronunciation of your name. I'm sorry about that. But I promised that I would answer your question because you asked it last night. Now that we've got Guido in our X-Men microverse, do you think you might play with X-Factor at some point in the future? New Mutants and X-Factor took all of the amazing character types from X-Men and gave them real lives, real problems, and real friends, and the side of the kids going to a gig for fun is just beautiful. You could easily have made a simple trailer or quick fight short, but you captured what made the book special. Again, there are no specific plans for a sequel video right now, but I agree with you. X-Factor, the 80s had an awesome cast of characters. One of the ones that I would love to be able to put in is Boom Boom. Ty, you know who Boom Boom is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's the original Jubilee.
Yes, she is. She's kind of she's like a white trash Jubilee. And I think she also has a relationship with Cannonball, actually. When Lila Cheney.
Oh yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of had a thing for Cannonball. So she has awesome fashion. She looks fantastic and would totally work in our look. She's kind of like a mall rat. She has like awesome hair and chews bubble gum and all of that stuff. And yeah, there are tons of other kids in the X-Factor comics like Artie and Leech and Rusty and Skids. I would, like the Fallen Angels characters I think are fantastic. Rachel and Miles love the Fallen Angels characters. And if I can come up with a musical hook for them, maybe I'll, I think that would be a fun one to play with. I really like the 80s X-Men. Before everything got super duper macho and the costumes just went a little too nuts, and I don't think we'll ever be able to replicate those costumes in a way that would be satisfying for us and you guys. So I think sticking with the 80s kind of is good for us. Oh, okay. Somebody else. That's Lego My Prego. Okay, also asked. Was that the Micron crystal? That Cannonball and Lila were stealing. No. I mean, they weren't stealing anything very, very specifically. And I know that stealing or heisting the Micron crystal is something that Lila Cheney does in the Age of Apocalypse comics. Ty, you ever read those Age of Apocalypse comics? In the 90s?
No.
They're really, really good. It's kind of like an alternate universe where Professor X is killed in the past, so Apocalypse takes over the world, and it's like an alternate. It's like isn't there like that Star Trek where like or it's like an alternate universe kind of Star Trek where things are bad or something like that?
Yeah, the Bizarro world or
yeah. So it's kind of like that.
B.
That involved Cannonball, or that involved Lila Cheney and a team of them, including Strong Guy, I think, is in that team. They had to go steal the Micron crystal to get everything back. No, they in the video they are not specifically stealing the Micron crystal because I believe in the comics the Micron crystal is really, really big. It's like the size of a car or something. And in this one, it was just supposed to be like an alien artifact. We were looking originally for just like a diamond kind of a thing, but nothing was really looking particularly cool. And then
it's not an Infinity Stone.
What was that?
It said it's not an Infinity Stone.
It is not an Infinity Stone either. The X-Men have never really had interactions with the Infinity Gems, being kind of participants in the Infinity War. But we found a prop for an alien egg online on Amazon while I was searching for all the other stuff. it's like glow in the dark, and it's a paperweight, and there's like a squid inside, like a glass blown squid inside. And once we found out, that was what we wanted to do. So thank you for that question, Lego Mike Craigo, and thank you for asking all of these questions. They are all very, very good, and I really, really appreciate it. Again, if you guys have any other questions, we're going to be wrapping up kind of soon because I think we've taken up an hour, and I appreciate everybody's patience, whoever's tuned in. Let's, while I go and see if there are any other last-minute questions, I'll take some final thoughts on everybody. You know, how you thought the video turned out, anything that you want to plug in the future, you know, anything that anybody should keep an eye on. Christine, how about you start?
Yeah, I was just really amazed by the special effects and all the stuff that you guys added on. Really, really good.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And Ty and I have known each other for almost literally this year. Later this year, we will have known each other for 10 years. And put up with a lot of crap from me. And
oh yeah.
And he only asks. He only complains a tiny bit at a time.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit at a time. So I feel.
It's always great working with you, man.
Ty, how have these experiences been for you?
They've been great. You're super talented. It's not one of those shoots that goes on and on and on. I mean, you kind of get everybody in and out, which is great. And I always know it's going to turn out well. Like even before these projects, you were doing great things, and now this is probably the best thing you've done. So I'm happy to be part of it. Yeah, all right. It's the best thing I've done. Yeah, everybody, you guys should all be proud. I think it is the best thing that I've done. I think it is the best looking thing that I've done. I think everything looks great. Like everything that I work on, I would like to think is the best thing that I've ever done. And this time around, I think we topped ourselves again. So that's just awesome. And but seriously though, thank you for helping me out with all the music stuff, because that was something. Can I just humble brag for a second? Yeah. That was that. Yeah. That's probably the best guitar solo I've ever done. Really? Ooh, as cheesy as it is. I didn't know I had it in me. I usually play electronic rock. I didn't know I could play 80s guitar, but there it is. Very cool. It sounds awesome, and yeah, like you know, hearing the final version of it was a super treat. But yeah, I mean, you know, thank you for kind of filling out all of the music stuff, because I have no idea how any of that stuff works. You know, I mean, I know it from a very general creative point of view, that you know, I knew the tone that I wanted to get, but yeah, neither the Dazzler song nor the Lila Cheney song are really the kind of style of music that you do, but you did them both fantastically. Was that tough? Like how does it feel to switch in that? Oh no, I mean, there was a lot of thought put into the production, but writing the initial song, since I already had the words from you and Gentry in the case of the Dazzler video, it just suggested a feel, and the songs were both very simple, just, you know, not too many chords, and that's, you know, just that's how pop songs were in the 80s. That's how they are now, actually. Yeah, they're very, very simple pop songs. Yeah. And that was always that was always the plan originally. So yes, definitely. But yeah, I mean, you just did so good with all of those, and you know, I'm always kind of like sometimes I get nervous about you know, what kind of like how that stuff will turn out, because it's something that I don't have any control over, really. And then you guys just kind of really knocked it out of the park to let me be able to focus on the filmmaking part of it. Great. Yeah. All right. I hope I got everyone's questions. I apologize if I didn't. If I did not, go ahead and send them my way anyway on Twitter. Again, you can find me at Arvin Bautista.
Bautista. You can also comment on the videos as usual, and I will try to respond to them as soon as I can. And hopefully we'll see you guys soon. Say bye, Christine.
Bye, guys, and thanks for coming on. It was great working with you, Arvin.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Christine.
Bye, Ty. Nice
All
to
right.
see you again.
All right, say bye, Ty.
Bye, everybody.
Cool. All right.
Have a
Bye,
great night.
everybody. Thank you.
Fun
We will put
chatting.
the video up afterwards.
All right.
All right. Bye.